Why you frontin' on the gram? She can't do you like I do. She only like you cause of me. Knew all along you was lame. No, you can never play a bad game. Sucks that you lost the best. What you gon' do without the one that made you better? Better than you is. Made you better. Made you better than you been. And you broke. It been way too long. It been way too long. Get a job. Get introduced to finer things to you. How could you ever fumble me? Knew all along you was lame. No, you can never play a bad game. Sucks that you lost the best. What you gon' do without the one that made you better? Better than you is. Made you better. Made you better than you been. Made you better. Better than you is. Made you better. Made you better than you been. Don't forget who upgraded you. Look how bright I shine. You don't deserve my job. Better than you is. Made you better. Made you better than you been.
Shit regular. They thought the silence meant the motion stopping shit was done, huh? Wrong bitch, take a seat, now watch me do my big one. Bad bitch, walk shit, back at how I talk shit. Money long, pussy good, face a 10, mouth sick. Bad bitch, walk shit, back at how I talk shit. Face a 10, money long, pussy good, the mouth sick. Yeah, 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 Thought that nigga was a track star the way he run for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They keep my pussy and my name in their mouth. I must be I'm hearing all the conversation, bitch, and I'm the topic. If it's up, it's on the floor. Tell them bitches stop it. I had to cut them bitches off cause they was moving oppy. I'm playing petty, counting profit while her nigga mock me. Okay, I don't know what you been told. Real bitches running shit, the others gon' fold. I don't know what you been told. Hating hoes mad cause them hating bitches bro. This AP with the Van Cleef, it's giving rich, bitch. These hoes be spreading lies and pussy, giving fish sticks, They wanna talk on the neck, I wanna talk at the bank, I keep a nigga in place, You let him play in your face. He eat this coochie, give me poochie and Bottega me. Better have a plan B, if A was playing me. Got too much motion, way too fine to chase behind a nigga. Before I argue with him, I'ma tumble block a nigga. Shitting on bitches a hobby, I'm doing them dirty. Mess me up, I'm feeling purgy. Never gon' talk it, I'm ready to up it. Go live like John when I get this 30. Diamonds, they water is clarity. They fucking with me, it's barely. None of them bitches scare me. I'm giving them clout for charity. I'm hearing all the conversation, bitch, and I'm the topic. If it's up, it's on the floor. Tell them bitches stop it. I had to cut them bitches off cause they was moving oppy. I'm playing petty, counting profit while her nigga mock me. I'm hearing all the conversation, bitch, and I'm the topic. If it's up, it's on the floor. Tell them bitches stop it. I had to cut them bitches off
let the past set aside. Was it no feeling? She down a couple shots, another true fitting. Asking me if I know what to do with it. I do, baby. You heard some rumors, but I'll beat it up like they true, baby. I think I needed you. I think I needed us. Just take me out this pain. You can do a lot with us. So right to me, yeah. Only till it's time to leave. You only get one side of me. This ain't gon' last. You not the one for me. I ain't going outside this time. I wanna have you stuck to me now. Just don't say that you in love with me now, or I'ma have to cut it out. Was this no feeling? She down a couple shots, another true fitting. Asking me if I know what to do with it. I do, baby. You heard some rumors, but I'll beat it up like they true, baby. Yeah, love me down, fuck me up. Ain't never seen you round, baby, where you are. Where you at, where you been, can you slide? Where you at, where you been, can you slide? Where you at, where you been, can you slide? Where you at, where you been, can you
You keep throwing blame. Bet that bell won't swing my way. Telling me what I do wrong. A list of complaints I see, but you gon' eat those words you say. Turn me off, then turn me away. Blindsided, you mind munching. Your true colors came in waves. Thought I found in you what I was missing. See, you get so defensive. No, you never listen. Your mind in the distance triggers got me reminiscing. You steady with the mind game, but ain't gon' put that on me. I see you steady with the mind game, but ain't gon' put that on me. I've been trying to take the ride, take time, but you got pain that you should see. And I see you steady with the mind game, but you ain't gon' put that on me, on me. Listen, I done told you about my patience, but granted you gon' take it. You can't cover that with love making. No position can erase it. Let's get back to the basics. Let's pass communication. Let's have them conversations. We skip to trading places. Double back now, so you know it's me. I be too honest. How does that sound? When you close to me, you gotta want it. You get so defensive. No, you never listen. Your mind in the distance triggers got me reminiscing. You steady with the mind ain't tryna take the ride, take time. But you got pain that you should seek. And I see you steady with the mind games. But you ain't gon' put that on me, on me.
So much darkness in the world right now. Let's go! We need more light. Queen, stand up. New York City, stand up. My wolves. Yeah. Let's go! You hear us now. Yelling out. Hey, hey, hey. Do you hear my howl? Do you hear me? Do you hear my howl? Let's go! I know you hear us now. Yelling out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you hear my howl? Do you hear me? Do you hear my howl? There be them haters in the mist. Tryna hit you with a stick. On this side, ain't no easy licks. From the projects, I was raised in the bricks. As a kid, used to be scared of hearing on my house that night. Little did I know, this my calling, this my destiny. My niggas just died, but can't let it get to me. He was a teammate, more like family. He was the bro that you be hurting me. That's why the devil always the enemy. That's the problem in my community. We don't express how we feel. Get my pain in my lyrics, all my struggles. You gon' hear it. I'm your tip, I'm your blueprint. I'm your standard, I'm your goal. I'm the goal on the mountain. It's a full moon staring at the stars. All my dreams coming true, I'm in line with God. Don't be surprised, I'm a legend on the rise. My cradle has arrived. Yeah, I've been through a lot, hear my wolf cry. On them dark nights, I highlight. Let's get it, hear us now. Rolling out. Do you hear my howl? Do you hear my howl? I know you hear us now. Do you hear my howl? Do you hear my howl?
I know my exes saying that they miss me. I know my competition wanna diss me. I was outside trying to go and get richer. I try and feeling like the fifth. Believe it or not, they took him out no Ripley's. The guy blew up on me, he be trying to get me. They know where I'm from, and the time we get busy on top of my job, and they never gon' trip me. I got me on spot now, and we making it hot now. Through the pressure, I'm dancing like Diddy, cause they know we can't stop now. I remember them days that we had no motion, now we doing a lot now. And we bringing the vibe now, on the road, I be bringing the top now. Yeah.
God, I lift my hands up, can you hear me howling? They call me moon, but it symbolizes you. You heal me from my cancer, and I give my thanks to you. If you didn't save my life, then somebody tell me. Dark side of the moon, there's more outside, you gotta choose. Got 100 tools, so tell me what you wanna do. When I fall against me, in his arms he keeps me. Wants me every day, and he hears me when I am.
Do you hear me now? Me now. Do you
We gon' spin and kill. Deep in the spot. A nigga telling on. Pull up, pull up. We gon' spin and kill. Deep in the spot. A nigga telling on.
Hold up, que no vamos a pararle. You know what the fuck we know. Chamaquita anda with the bed. Ellos no saben cómo tell some. Que venimos sonar internacional. Just no black with the. Go, we go hard for every. Y al final no play bueno. Ella ni se brinca, salten y brinca. Hey, okay, aquí entramos, yeah, you see me. Matando la conta, lo hago fácil. El que se acerque, vamos a ti. La Barbie, la Sila, Brooklyn and Queens. Que define sin fracaso, sin stumble. Malo como la barriga, un rumble. Un touchdown, mami, no fumble. Imagínate quién son queens of the jungle. Nicky contra. No necesitamos a. La sicaria mata. En esto no juego, lo traigo fuego latal. Turn it up one time and baby, don't stop. Here we up now. Tell me what you gon' do.
We gon' spin and kill. Deep in the spot. A nigga telling on.
Hey baby, it's me. I was just thinking about you. I know you're in the studio right now. You're probably busy. And I hope you're thinking about me, so you should just go ahead and make a song about me. Love you. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'm on the grind like I'm supposed to be. Because this chick on my mind, because she be holding me down. And I'm not saying she close to me, but she fuck with me more than she supposed to be. She pay my bills in my car, man. And I ain't lame, she could tell a nigga starving. Because shit ain't easy when you out here trying to make these moves. Ask her why she do it, she just say she just paying dues. My definition of 50-50 ain't going half. It's just a chick that would never ever hold you back. She not with you, what you got or what your status is. And she weathers through the storm like a seasoned vet. I got a girl, so don't even stress. Whole bitches and gold diggers don't even test. Just like Biggie said, man, me and my bitch. And these other names don't exist, fuck em. Hold me down, I'ma hold you down. If and if shit gets crazy, is you gon' save me? I know they saying don't be with me, but girl, you my 50-50, you dig me? Hold me down, I'ma hold you down. If and if shit gets crazy, is you gon' save me? I don't have nothing to lose, all I got left is you. She give me food and she pray for me. And even though I starve, I never stay hungry. And if I need space, she'll wait for me. What's hers or mine, it's the same money. And don't it seem funny when the times change? And all the hoes want you like their minds change. And I don't want none of them except her. And if I can't, gotta bless her. Every man needs a great woman, even if they think they shouldn't. But this ain't strictly for the fellas. Ladies, if you got a good man, you should tell him. Hold me down, I'ma hold you down. If and if shit gets crazy, is you gon' save me? I know they saying don't be with me, but girl, you my 50-50, you dig me? Hold me down, I'ma hold you down. If and if shit gets crazy, is you gon' save me? I don't have nothing to lose, all I got left is you.
It's real too, man. We back at it. You know what I'm talking about? I think we about halfway through this motherfucker. It's crazy. The way you make it happen too easy. I'm just saying. I hope they ready though. It's time to take flight, cause we on it. Straight raw. Hey, open your ears, cause we ready to say go.
Hope I never dug out, shot without the mouth. I'm the golden child, I can see I'm catching dust.
I brush it off only to find out that my cheeks are rust. I'm colded to the touch, it's just I'm running out of luck. And they said I should put what in my head. Now I'm just a bust. There are things we can't discuss. My mouth is what is shut. It's just I'm afraid I'll mess this up. You know it's hard for me to trust. Even with my nose to the grind, my chin I keep it up. Cause you can't know that most of the time I think that giving up. I'm supposed to shine brighter than even the brightest star. But when that supernova comes, everyone is so far. They want the warmth, not the heat. Want the cash, not receipts. I can't walk in these streets without hearing defeat. Deceit begins to creep from people who are closest to me. As I slowly watch my circle start to dwindle, deplete. The energy I had before is only staying on me. But so you don't lose hope, I gotta keep this okay.
Cause I gotta be your golden child. Even when I don't want to, I still hold a smile. That is not my style. All my issues start to pile. Hope I never dug out. Shine for 1,000 miles. I'm the golden child. I'm the golden child. Even when I don't want to, I still hold a smile. That is not my style. All my issues start to pile. Hope I never dug out. Shine for 1,000 miles. I'm the golden child.
Can't you see I'm catching dust? I hurt to move my arms, I'm made of rust. Nothing you can do will make me budge. It's getting harder to keep the weight of my shoulders up. It feels like a boulder and I'm a soldier. But as I get older, moreover, I need you to lower your expectations. The way my siblings look up to me, I feel their neck is breaking. I told them that if you work hard enough that you can make it. So if I don't follow through, then it's just a hollow statement. Hope is faking, but if there's a glimmer, I gotta take it. But because a glimmer doesn't mean I'm made of gold. That shine can fool you. I don't know what I should do, but know that everything I do it for you.
Cause I gotta be your golden child. Even when I don't want to, I still hold a smile. That is not my style. All my issues start to pile. Hope I never dug out. Shine for 1,000 miles. I'm the golden child. I'm the golden child. Even when I don't want to, I still hold a smile. That is not my style. All my issues start to pile. Hope I never dug out. Shine for 1,000 miles. I'm the golden child.
To be your golden child. Even when I don't want to, I still hold a smile. That is not my style. All my issues start to pile. Hope I never dug out. Shine for 1,000 miles. I'm the golden child.
Yeah, girl, I swear I hate this job. All I do is sit here and pick up phones all day. See? There's somebody go right now. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, sure. I'll put you through right now. 1 minute.
Yeah. I am not doing this shit for no hobby. I promise stay on my body. If she pulling up to the crib uninvited, then she gon' get left in the lobby. The fuck is a pop-up? I was too focused on running my stock up. Fuck up a bag, put the rest on the lock up. Hey, when they think that they really gon' stop us, like bitches, you stupid and dumb. Stay down cause I knew it would come. So how did I do what I can? And she mad cause I do what I want. Got homies with tools and they play with the drums. I'm calling, they ready to dump. It's obvious they envy the stunt. They think that I do this for fun, but this shit not a game. Saying I'm different but nothing's the same. If you don't know me, don't speak on my name. Niggas singing, I thought they was gang. Got some secrets that I take to the grave. Paying homage cause the road it was paved, but nobody said it be easy. He mad cause his girl being treachy. If it's beef that I'm doing, I'm greasy. Niggas be burgers, flip them. Ain't I curve and clip them. Closing my eyes when I hop in the booth, all I'm seeing is murder victims. That's just a few thoughts. They play me a beat, I'm up in the torch. And I will, of course, I'll lead us just scores. And keep that shit pushing without no remorse. Please hold.
All of our representatives are currently busy. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available representative. The estimated hold time is currently less than 96 minutes.
I just say out of the way. Niggas is out of their minds. Living, I die every day. That probably went up and behind. But I cannot call it. 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 Why is you calling? I just say out of the way. Bitches is out of their minds. Living, I die every day. That probably went up and behind. But I cannot call it. 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 Why is you calling? I just say out of the way. Niggas is out of their minds. Living, I die every day. That probably went up and behind. But I cannot call it. 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 Why is you calling? I just say out of the way. Bitches is out of their minds. Living, I die every day. That probably went up and behind. But I cannot call it. 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 Why is you calling? Why is you calling?
That's a fun one.
That was a really good one.
That's a fun one, for sure.
Man, for the first time I've ever listened to MLM Lady herself, LadiiBree.
In the building, in the spot.
In the motherfucking building. As usual, y'all know we have powered by gold and luscious cosmetics. Use the code RV15 off. It's February, Valentine's. If you have that, I don't know what the fuck you is. Your wife probably got your seat on the couch right now to do and buy gold and luscious. Remember, use the code RV15 off of your purse. My 420 HUD, if you ain't get her high for Valentine's Day, then truly it was not love.
Right.
Live the high life with organic, 100% organic, thumb tip lining, bro. It's a slow burn. You be chilling, bro. I'm pretty sure Meg will like it if you try this. Just, hit up Just Live Organic. Tell me what you taste. You can follow us on our website, www.rawrzonenyc.com. Catch us 10 a.m. on YouTube and Twitch. Catch us the next day, 8 p.m. on Elegant Sound Radio on the Rawrrzone NYC website, as well as the live research podcast. Make sure you take a listen to us and a lot of the dope content that's on here. Of course, we're in Ohio, Wednesdays, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, courtesy of Promo Guide. Alright, if you want to submit to music that's BMI aspect, sound is changed, everything certified. Hit up Promo Guide now and so ask about rotation and promotion prices. Tell them KDK. But without further ado, we here with the first lady of MLM Entertainment herself, Miss LadiiBree. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm here to have a good time. I'm loving that energy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
She got the worst sneakers, bro.
Calm. Cool guys. Cool guys. I was on that wave in like 2021. I was like bored and had a lot of dispensable income. So I was like, fuck it. Let me just see if I can get these. And I got them. I went through like a whole little like sneaker phase.
There's nothing wrong with sneakers. Like, I'd rather wear sneakers than wear heels.
That's so real. I mean, like, yeah, I'm gonna always choose
bro, like,
and boots, sneakers and boots, man. Right? And they can't be like regular sneakers and boots. Like, if I feel like I can see them, if I feel like I'm gonna see them on you while I'm just strolling around, I don't really want them.
Like, I got like when it comes to my boots, like if you look at those boots, it's like kind of like the same style.
Okay.
Like, I can't wear like I'll have like the one.
Yeah.
But it's like.
It's too much.
It restricts you. You want to like, at least like with those type of boots, one, they're not all the way up here. Okay, you don't got to worry about tying them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's not as different.
Simple.
Like, why does fashion have to be that complicated?
It doesn't. You just got to find what works for you. I think some people appreciate it being more complicated. I'm not one of those people. So.
Would you wear the Jordans that are like high heels?
No. I mean, I'm a purist in some fashions where it's like I like to a certain extent. I won't even go past the 13s. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like 13s are probably the last good Jordan. Like
I'm still wearing my 7s.
you know what I mean? Like I might mess around and mess with the Spizikes, but like a very specific edition of that. But outside of that, like I like 4s, I like 3s, I like 1s, I like 11s, I like 12s. I don't have all of these, but you know what you like when you like it. It's just harder to get sneakers these days because of bots and everything. So whatever.
But I'm loving the outfit though. It's very popular.
Thank
you.
Yeah, calm. I needed the scarf. It's cold outside. It's January in New York right now. Aquarius season literally just hit yesterday. I am an Aquarius, birthday February 11th. So born in the winter, but I hate it. You know, contradiction and all that.
Is it true what they say about February?
I've never been quite described as being emotional. I have my moments. I can be dramatic for sure. Emotional, I don't know. Oof. 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 It got to be the other placements. I'm gonna chalk that up to the, because like literally there's literal pages on Instagram, TikTok about how terrible we Aquarius are in terms of like being aloof and not caring and not liking people, but not really wanting to be around people. I will not speak on things. I mean, I'm just me. Like I have moments where I'm just I can be very, you know, soft, sweet, you know, other moments I'm like, I really don't care. Why are you talking to me? It really just depends on how you catch me.
So, for those that don't know, right?
Yeah.
Who's LadiiBree?
I'm the one. I say this all the time. But what I mean by that is I'm one of those people that is just genuinely just committed to to achieving everything that I set out to achieve. And that doesn't just include music. That includes like in terms of me being a businesswoman, that includes me being involved in my community, that includes me truly being in community with other creatives and artists and helping them reach their full potential. I feel like outside of the music and outside of sharing my message and really sharing my talents, I feel like one of the other reasons I was put on this earth was to find people that have their own desires and talents and things that they're good at and help them reach where they can. I think that sometimes we navigate this world knowing that we have a talent and knowing that we have a superpower of some sort, but nobody takes the time to really invest in that or really support that or even just try to create opportunities for us in that matter. I feel like I genuinely enjoy being a part of that. I genuinely enjoy seeing someone love doing something and then figuring out a way that I can help them take that to the next level or just truly help them get them to where they want to be. So me being the one is just like I'm kind of, I'm not gonna say I'm clairvoyant, but like sometimes sometimes there's a feeling you just have that something is just going to happen. Like whether you like it or not, whether you want it to happen or not, your involvement in how long it takes can definitely be impacted on your own, but like sometimes some things are just meant to happen and there's really nothing else you can do but allow the universe to take you in that direction. And I feel like everything that I set out to do is pretty much on that path.
How do you define yourself as, right? Because you're
Yeah.
versatile.
I would say I'm multifaceted. Like I'm a multifaceted person in general, but like me being a multifaceted artist is that I'm influenced by a lot of different things. I grew up listening to a lot of different things, from, you know, soul music, classical, to jazz, to sometimes like very indie punk, not indie punk, indie rock, stuff like that. Like I have a lot of different interests. So as an artist, I think I wouldn't say I'm a hodgepodge. I'm a very calculated and focused artist in terms of figuring out the best ways to fuse all of that. Right. So I would say fusion artist. Why not? New word for myself, huh?
You started your career at a very, very early age.
I did.
Like, I mean, you could tell me if there's more outside performing in Tokyo.
Yeah.
You were one of the few that actually got to perform at the Apollo, their original early African night.
Yes.
The stuff you've seen now.
Right.
So where were you at that point of time? As you know, a little
yeah.
bit.
Yeah, so I'll start off, like, the journey is a long one, but I technically started rapping when I was 6. And that started while I was at summer camp in Staten Island, right? So during summer camp, you have lunch time, lunch tables, and like some of the older kids would be at the different tables. They'll be, banging on the table, making beats and freestyling and stuff like that. Or we'd be on the bus going to a trip and we'd be doing freestyle battles. And I was just like one of those kids that's like, I was very musically inclined and I loved rap. And, I knew I could like do some stuff. So I would like jump in and do stuff like that. That summer, like my first summer, like 2 of the camp counselors actually made music, and they saw that I was like really into it and pretty good, and they kind of like helped me craft like my first song. And it ended up being like a rendition of "It's Going Down" by Young Jock, but it was like for summer camp, so like I rapped it at like the end of summer camp party and performed it. So that was like my first thing, and then after that I kind of like just started really trying to record myself on like tapes and stuff with this little karaoke machine that I had, right? And then when I was about 10, I had a 10th birthday party, and I decided to take the money I got from my 10th birthday party to like pay for my first recording session in a recording studio. And I thought this was a great idea because that past Christmas, my aunt got me like a little beat machine. So in using that, I'm just like, I can definitely take this, go to the studio, and I did. So up until that point, I was 10 years old. When I was 12, I joined a group at the time, and I was the youngest. I was 12 years old. Everybody else was like 17, 18, 19, and I was the baby. And I was just really just learning how to rap, like getting in ciphers with grown ass people as a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, just rapping, spitting, learning, doing rap drills. Like, one of my first mentors, he would have me quite literally rapping my ABCs to different beats like rapping my ABCs to different beats to understand how to create a flow or to try different flow patterns. We also did the 5 times tables to different beats. Like we would do it like to, let's just say we did like a beat with 80 BPM. And then we would do a beat to like maybe like 120, like do it fast, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40, stuff like that. Like, so like by trade, I've been doing this. You know what I mean? Like I've
You were literally was raised up.
yeah, like literally trained an apprenticeship if you must, whatever. Like this is what I do. So like, by trade, I'm a spitter. I'm a rapper. I can get in a cipher. I can get in a studio and go bar for bar with pretty much anyone. I'll say that. But I think me becoming an artist, a more complete artist really allowed me or really pushed me to step into my space of recognizing that I can hold a tune. I can sing. I know how to come up with melodies. I don't know how to just, make raps and be on a particular cadence or, be very methodical in how my words are said. I can sing a little bit. I can be more melodic. And so getting up to that point after I left the group, I was in high school. I was doing a little bit more of my stuff, but I was focused on school and basketball. Like that was really like my focus. I played a lot of travel ball in New York City, played, Conrad McRae, played West 4th Street, a lot of different stuff. If you understand basketball culture in New York City, especially on the girls' side, then you know what I'm talking about. Rose Classic, stuff like that. But when I went to college, I went to Notre Dame, and I decided that, to not play basketball because I wanted this space to be able to focus on my music.
Yeah.
The thing about the school I went to, Notre Dame, is that if you go to a school like that, you're not gonna really have time to what you call it, not necessarily party, but like make music. Like Notre Dame is in Northwest Indiana, and it's a top 20 school in the country. So it's like you're getting your ass kicked. You know what I mean? Like you're getting your ass kicked in the same semester. Like there was one semester I had business. I have a degree in business, and then I had a minor in Japanese. So one semester I remember having finance, accounting, Japanese, IT, and whatever other class was kicking my ass at the time. So I was like, you can imagine me being in pretty much middle of nowhere, Indiana. The closest big city to me is Chicago, but that's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away, trying to figure out how to make music. And I was making music, don't get me wrong. I got like, I found a way to like, meet up with different people and get like different access to equipment, but it was tough. I basically had to take a 4-year hiatus from my music career. And so when I graduated in 2020, it was the middle of the pandemic. What else did I have to do? What else did I have time to do but to like just really just lock myself in the house and just work on making music, figuring out what I wanted my sound to be, what I wanted to do. So 2021 rolled around, and that's when I was like, okay, let's get it. And then circled up. Me and Loco had known each other for some time. He met me back in like 2018, prior to me going to Japan in 2019. But he knew that college was my focus. So I graduated, we linked back up. He helped me quite literally put together a band to do this virtual live performance, and we kind of just been locked in ever since. Like, we got really, really cool. He started inviting me to different, events with him and Migs. I would show up and we would have a good time. I would do performances, and then we kind of just formed our own relationship, and he started managing me, and we just kind of been going crazy since then.
So you're a late 90s baby, aren't you?
98. 25, man.
So I'm really like, I'm talking to people that are close to my age. They tell me they're 25.
Yeah. Listen. Close. I mean, hey, we're relatively young,
Yeah, no, you're young. You're young people with old souls, and I love it.
And Migs wasn't wrong. Like, he said it, earlier when he was talking to you, that like our camp is probably like a very select group of people that have the mindsets that we do, in terms of like having the knowledge and appreciation for the type of music and cultural references that we have appreciation for, and it shows in our music. Like, we just take our music, we approach our music a bit differently in that way. Like, we're not really part of the cookie cutter microwave era of like, oh, this could be cool, this could be fun, I'm gonna try to go viral. Like, that's not really how we do things.
You're not that TikTok life?
Nah, like, I'm trying to get on TikTok now because it's something I need to do as an artist in this new era. But like, I had to quite literally, like, 2020, 2021 was really the era of me getting out of the, let me make what I think people are like. Once I started doing that, it really just opened up the door for me to like become the artist that I'm on the way to becoming. Like, I don't think I'm in my final form. I think I'm one of those people that's continuously evolving, and I don't know what my final form looks like. I know it's not this though. You know what I mean? So much more to do. I think
the fashion will always stay the same though.
I mean, I'm always drip. That's just part of the. That's
will forever be.
Yeah, like, that's just, I mean, even this, like, this is a calm day. Like, there's much I'll do a lot of different stuff. Sometimes I'll do like, big jeans. Sometimes I'll do like, sometimes I get really, really drippy. Sometimes you'll see me in some Supreme or some, some Stone Island or whatever, some street fashion. Like, that just depends on how I'm feeling. It's just cold, so you're more likely to see me in black and bigger clothes. But it's just, the fashion is always going to be about what makes me feel good in that moment. Because if I step outside and I got a fit on, you can't really tell me nothing. No.
What is one myth? So before we get into both, like, your
Yeah.
performance at the Apollo and talking about performance in Tokyo, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are a lot of misconceptions you get female artists coming up, and especially having such a resume?
Yeah. I think a lot of misconceptions is that a lot of misconceptions for me is that, like, I can only do one thing, right? Which is why I made the decision to actively do more than one thing with my music. Like, because I'm a spitter, a rapper by trade, it's very easy for me to get in that pocket and give you bars. But I think a lot of people will also see me do that and see that that is somewhere I'm comfortable in, and decide to put me in a box alongside, other great female rappers like a Young M.A. A lot of times, because I'm also masculine presenting and I like women, but it's like, we're nothing, like nothing. And it's like, cool, but like, there's way more to me than the fact that I can rap with the dudes, and I don't necessarily adhere to a certain topic of rap as a female artist. You know what I mean? I think my life experience, my experience as a person in general, is way more broad than what people often try to, box me into. And to be fair, I don't blame anybody for that, because people can only go all based off of their knowledge and their experience. If you've never seen anything like me, if you've never met anyone like me, if you don't know what to compare me to, what else are you gonna do but compare me to the closest thing you think may be to me? So there's a misconception in that, like, I'm in that lane, I'm in that pocket, and there's also like a misconception as to like my energy, right? Like, I'm someone, I know who I am, but I'm also very down to earth. I'm very friendly. I can be, I can be sometimes intimidating to some people who don't necessarily know what to make of me because of how I talk and my education, and even particularly just how I may be more observant initially. Like, I'm not the type of person where I'll be in this spot and be like, hey, it's lit. Like, Migs is more that, which is why we balance each other out in that regard. Like, what'll happen is we'll go to a function and it'll be lit. We'll know it's lit and we'll dance, but I'll say it anytime. Migs will probably be the one to start the dance circle. And you need someone like that. I'm more the person that'll make it, I don't amp it up because I joined in and was like, you know what I'm saying? He'll shut it down too. But it's like, you always need that person, but you also need that follow up. You know what I'm saying? And I think for me, it's just like a lot of people don't necessarily know what to make of me because I am an artist, and there are situations where I can be very outgoing and very extroverted. But like, if I'm really just trying to scope the scenery out, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see the energy. I'm gonna peep the energy. If the energy is not particularly aligned with who I am or what energy I'm trying to give, then I'm gonna be very limited in that regard. So sometimes people, be like, "Oh, she's quiet." Yeah, no, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
Being a multifaceted artist, like,
yeah.
How do you feel about the current over-sexualizing of hip hop, over-drugging of hip hop?
Yeah, I mean, the reality of the situation is that it's selling. You know what I mean? It's selling. People are gonna do what sells. There's an audience for everything. And right now, the audience and the demographic that wants to hear more sexualized hip hop or wants to hear women rap about things that they feel is empowering to them, because every woman has different things that empower them.
Yeah.
There are some women that grew up in a very sexually repressed, house and never really got to fully express what it meant for them to be pretty or for them to be sexy or whatever that may look like. So listening to that type of music is their way of trying to get in touch with that. There are some women who that is not empowering for them. There's an audience and there's a demographic for everything. So, I mean, it's not my lane. It's not particularly what I want to do, but I'm never going to be one of those artists just like, oh, they talk about shaking their ass and doing this and this and that. I need them to keep doing what they're doing. I need them to do what they're doing because I'm not like them. They're not like me. They can't do what I do, how I do it. And I can't do how they want to do it. And I don't want to. And I'm sure they don't want to necessarily do what I want to do. You know what I mean? As far as like the over drugging, I mean,
like, we knew, like, when we used to hear Biggie, like, yes, they put stuff on all of that.
yeah,
But
it's more. I think the difference between then and now is that right, exactly. Like, back then, a lot of the rappers that were rapping about drugs, like, you weren't really hearing rappers like in the 90s, early 2000s rap about drug use unless it was about them smoking weed or maybe taking like ecstasy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It was very recreational, but it's like, it was very recreational when it was recreational, but in other contexts, when rappers rap about it, would be rapping about their lifestyle of being someone who was a distributor of that, right? The difference now and what I've seen since like maybe 10 years ago, so like 2014, 2013 is like, it became cool to rap about doing hard drugs. And it's like, okay, cool, but where's the warnings for this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I remember there was one of those random nights I stayed home, and this was actually during while I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not mentioning the year because that will really but Linda LadiiBree did that 176
Okay.
segment. And this was right before Juice. I think this is when Juice WRLD passed away.
Okay.
So like that.
Yeah.
So
like the little
P,
the Juice WRLD, the little Skies, that whole era.
And they're sitting there. They also have the white train, or Baby Mom, whatever she was. They were really talking about like the difference between the hip hop storytelling and the emergence of, because even makes sense. they gave themselves away on certain things. But
Yeah.
They also hide it. They also knew where to. Back then, they knew what the line was.
Yes.
Now I feel like hip-hop
Yes.
doesn't have that.
There are no lines.
Like people are killing each other.
Yes.
And admitting it.
Yes.
In the lyrics.
And that's because you're 100% correct. There are no lines anymore. The line of what's acceptable or what's not acceptable no longer has to do with morals. And to be fair, it never really did, right? But it's a lot less attached to morals and more so attached to what can make me go viral, what can make me money, what can get me attention. Like that's currency now. A lot of people, you know, in the music industry and entertainment in general, it's become very, very clear. And a lot of people have said this. Executives have said this. Talent doesn't matter anymore.
It's the numbers.
It's the numbers. It's the amount of attention you can draw. Because to be fair, like at the end of the day, when you're an artist, you have to recognize that you are the product. Your music is the product. The whole point of you existing to a lot of different labels is so that you can sell that product and make them money.
Right? Because it started off with an algorithm that some people thought it was cool, and everyone had to follow that.
Yep.
In order to get all those things, in order to get placement.
Or people just following the blind.
Yeah.
Blind follow.
Which is dumb. Because I thought back at the time, I thought Fetty Wap was like the worst thing.
Yeah, right. Woo! That's funny.
I really thought like
Fetty Wap was it.
Someone just with one eye wrapping around on some, like when they saw trap with the thing, right?
Yeah.
And then I worked for a community center, and I love all my kids to death, right? Got from 3rd grade all the way to high school.
Right.
I walk down, go on the elevator, go to say hi to everyone. And all you hear from a whole bunch of kids from 3rd grade to high school.
Oh man.
And I'm sitting here because my staff is like at least 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So the only people that understand why the fuck they're treating me my coordinator and my boss.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, can we confiscate the speaker because they're playing this fucking trash ass shit?
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of times for a lot of people, especially in my age group, your age group, like we had a lot of people that we didn't have as much access to everything as we do now. Like let's just put it out there. Like let's just make it clear. Like it's
if internet was the crash.
We just didn't have as much access, and that's a good and bad thing. Like don't get me wrong, having as much access to the internet we do can be great for so many reasons, but it's terrible for so many others. Like the fact that nothing, and I don't necessarily believe in censorship, but like it feels like nobody's paying attention. Like that's really what it is. Like you don't have to censor things in order to like pay attention to what's being played or what you want the kids or the children or the young adults around you to have access to at a certain time. But it feels like kids that are 8 years old are being exposed to things that probably shouldn't be exposed to until they're like 13. And like even when you get to that age and you're in middle school, we know that we're in touch with we get involved with people that know things that we're probably not supposed to know yet, and you can't really prevent that. But it's like it's on Front Street.
Like I remember, like that same day we played with TV. Like I went to go chill with the middle school because it's like the biggest group. I felt bad because we don't know what he's doing sometimes with a whole bunch of TV.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, I'm sitting with some of these kids like that, and like these kids are really like underprivileged project. And I'm like, you're not. If you keep in the speaker here, you're not playing this music. I'm gonna show you what to play. So I'll play like Method Man.
Right. Right.
They're like, Miss Kate, everybody listen to stuff. I'm like, this is better music.
But they don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the crazy thing.
Our generation.
We have to.
That's the problem.
I agree. I was having this conversation with somebody the other day. It's like because music has become so easy to make, everybody and anybody thinks they can do it. And everybody can. That doesn't mean you should.
See, that's the same thing with like I can be a graphic designer, $25 fine. Oh, I can do it.
Right. That doesn't mean you should. Like for real.
There's some people, and I'm not one to tell them not to have talent, right? But if you're gonna start charging people,
yeah,
you
Be good, bro. Please be good.
I remember I'm a photographer for 15 years, and I struggled up until now. Like I feel like because I got my falling from Greece after I broke my arm in 2016. That was everywhere, every club. You were catching me at these concerts. Like
right.
Pretty close was also La Mega. The moment I broke my arm, I'm like, I learned how to shit.
Wow.
I learned that I was shit because it took me at least 2 years to get full mobility back on my arm because I broke it here, and here.
Woo!
Falling on black ice.
Woo!
Yeah. And I was trying to avoid surgery at all costs. I'm not with that surgery shit. Yeah. Listen, man, I smoke, but you ain't getting me high like that to the point where I might not wake up.
That's real.
So, I saw a whole bunch of photographers trying to take my spot. Like, try to
That's
go
how I
after
go. You
my
know that.
clients.
You know that.
And I'm like, yo, I don't give a shit if you go after my clientele because my clientele comes and tells me, so I would know who to refer and who not to. But you here saying you're gonna charge $100 for a photo shoot and you know your shit's whack? Nah.
That's because everything's a hustle. Everything's a lick. Everybody's a lick. Like nobody appreciates having a craft anymore. Because, like, don't get me wrong, YouTube is great. YouTube University is fine. And that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, there's nothing wrong with saying I'm a beginner. I think a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people want to skip steps, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to, accelerate the process of becoming an expert. But it's like some of this shit takes years. Some of developing a skill, developing an eye, developing a know-how, developing an understanding of what your own style is. You don't figure that out in 3 months. You don't. Not to the extent that you're able to say, oh, I'm going to charge the same amount as professionals who've been doing this for 10, 15 years do it. It can get insulting in that part.
And then the weird part is a lot of these I've come to notice in every medium of art, right? You don't know how to copyright. You don't know how to protect your work.
Yep.
You don't know how to.
Yep.
First of all, this is just a start, and I don't care if y'all say, well, you white, you don't understand what the fuck is going on. If I hear one more person send me a mixed version and not a mastered version because they think that's I think I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's not the same thing. But that's my point. Like, a lot of people, like, that's what I'm saying. Because everything's become so easy. So, I can go to the studio, pay $30 to get into the studio and have somebody record me, do like a little over like quick over a quick little mix, quick little this and that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like this, like, oh, it's radio ready. No, it's not. You don't understand the process because nobody is telling you, and you haven't done the due diligence to figure out what that is. When you go to the studio, like if you're recording for the first time, you lay that down. If you're good with that recording,
we just went mute somehow.
Oh.
Let's go back to where we were talking.
Yeah.
Go back to your point.
Yeah, like you can go, like it's easy to, go to the studio and pay for 4 hours for $120 and record a song. Cool. But you're not done after that. You know what I mean? Once that recording is done and you're happy with it, you got to go take it to the engineer who understands how to mix it so that way it doesn't sound like crap when you play it in the car, or sound like crap when you try to play it on the radio or in the club or wherever the case is. Then once that mix is done, you then have to get it mastered so that way it can be up to standard as all the other rappers you're competing with. Like, the industry is so oversaturated that it's like, yes, you can be, it's not good enough to just do the bare minimum. It's not. That's why a lot of people who aren't that good are getting where they're going, because they have the money to make themselves sound better than they actually do. But another conversation for another day.
Like, I remember it was the last time I was that out, right? Because I remember it started like 2016. I was at my first PhD. I remember me and Tony Brooks, who's also like one of my friends right now, work together a lot. And I remember his whole label came the same way you guys are here right now. you know. And then someone texted me, "Hey, you want to go to the club right now?" There was a club that was a block owned by the same person that I currently work for. Outside of here, because I do nightclub photography. And DJ Pro Style was there. And back then, if you would still be, before the pandemic, it was still one of those things where if a DJ gets your track and plays it at the club, right then and there,
you lit.
You know you're valid.
You lit.
You know, we don't even got that anymore.
Right.
Everyone waits to go look at DJ Spazo's post to find out if their track is valid. Or Flex, when he starts, you know how Flex the songs to choose and then the directors that play it, like, and then now you just pay money for that. It's real validation.
It's not. But you know, that's the game now, which is why, you know, myself, my team, MLM Entertainment, we're very, very heavy on making our own way. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of people out here in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, that are exploiting the passion and talent of a lot of different people that pay their own bills. Which is that this is nothing new. This has been happening since the dawn of time when it comes to the entertainment industry. But I think that it's more blatant in on Front Street, but nobody cares because this is just what we've normalized. This is the norm now. You know, so like for us, it's a lot of understanding that this very well may be the norm, but that doesn't mean we have to be play victim to it in every sense of the word. We can make it work for us, so we can build our own leverage and decide that yes, we're going to do this, or no, we're not. You know, we have options, but in order to have options, you have to put the work in to create those.
Tell us about the song that we played in the beginning, "Live and Die."
That's a fun one because it's what I and my team has decided to call soul drill. Like, for one, I'm not a drill artist by any means. I make music. I'm an artist. I make all types of music. But I will say that when something kind of sparks an idea in me, I'm going to go with it. So when I heard the beat, it sounded like either you were on hold while waiting for customer service, or it's kind of like you were in an elevator. I decided to take the route of pretending I was at work. And, you know, the drums definitely hit like drill. And I just decided this is technically a drill song, but I don't want to do it the same way everybody else is doing drill. I'm not going to talk about the same things. I'm not going to talk about the same things. I'm not going to come with the same. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I'm crying. You good?
You fell? Oh.
I'm crying. But like, yeah, I decided that I just wasn't going to take the typical approach that people who would have done a drill song of any type would have done it. So like, I decided to just do it the way I would, spit on it the way I would. But it's just like, it's still a drill song. So it's a soul drill song, but it's me. And I think that's the way I approach all of my music. Like, anytime you hear me do a song, like, you may feel like, oh, this could be considered XYZ. Yeah, but Bree did it, so it doesn't sound like every other XYZ song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that song was very, very fun. It was also just like very much an ode to my regular life, my day job. Like, I live like the life of Hannah Montana, Bruce Wayne, however you want to.
Oh, me too, man.
For real. So like, you know, I wake up on the weekdays, I wake up and I go to the office and I do my business job. You know, I have a business degree. So yes, I do the corporate thing. And
did you ever have a moment where you ran into somebody and they called you LadiiBree in front of your job?
Anybody that has done that, we're work friends. So they, like, my work friends, my good work friends, they know, you know, that I make music. So like, it's not like a huge thing. I don't make like my music career very, you know, well known in my professional life. But if that were to happen, I'd be like, cool, you know what I'm doing. It's not a huge deal, you know, but it's happened once or twice.
I had a moment. So we took our kids, they have holiday camp. So because we're a community,
right.
we're a nonprofit community center in a high school, right? So we're open all year long. Like no days off.
Yeah.
We work like the days after Christmas,
okay.
Christmas. And one day for holiday camp for Easter, we go to Dave and Buster's in New Rochelle, or whatever that shit was. Whatever that thing is in New Rock, not Dave and Buster's, Sky Zone.
Oh, okay.
So we're at Sky Zone, and now if you took my podcasting class when I was teaching it, then they know I do a little something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no one knows like the farthest extent,
Right.
other than my boss, who's the one that got me the job,
Right.
because
they know what you do.
and he's one of my main clients. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we both keep like as far as we can, like the little ones don't need to know nothing. So I'm here pushing someone into the goddamn ball pit, and he's like, "What the fuck? The fuck are you doing here?" Mind you, I got two little kids next to me.
I'm crying.
You know, like these two kids are like, "No, you're my camp bomb" type thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, this kid
This is awkward.
Mind you, homie runs up to me because we podcast a lot.
Yeah.
Like he worked in Brooklyn. I don't know how he ended up in New York. I work in the Bronx. Like how the fuck?
Right.
I had so much explaining to try to do.
Right.
My boss doesn't make it better. Well, like Miss Katie's gonna go to Beta Kids and meet him, like all of this shit. I'm like, why are we doing this to the little kids?
Oh man.
No, I don't.
No, yeah, sometimes, like for me, it's really, it's really beneficial, or something. I guess I haven't really thought about till now, but I consciously try to make it keep those two parts of my life separate. You know what I mean? Because to be fair, like me working in corporate America is great, and it allows me to be an artist that is not particularly starving, right? But it also allows me to afford to do what I need to do as an artist who wants to be taken seriously.
No, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
And
True.
like, remember the cop that went to and did that music video and automatically got fired?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's so many things, like, it's hard to have a regular
Yeah,
job.
it is.
Because let's keep it a fact, unless you get that one viral moment, the artistry's not paying until you get that one.
Right. Or at least not particularly well. Like, my whole thing is, like, my goal for the next year, 2 years, is really to just build my artistry to make money. Because I make money through my music, for sure. But it's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like to the point where it's just like I can quit my 9 to 5 and it wouldn't be like, what are you doing? Because my music brings in that money. You know what I mean?
So a lot of people judge me, right? Because they say with all the talent and knowledge I have in the industry, why do I still have an A job? And I'm like, well, does music give you a 401k?
That's bro. You got to really think about it. Steady, like it's a steady paycheck.
Like I because it allows me to edit it. And I know because of my job, my student loans are taken care of.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Shout out to Mokila for all of that good bullshit. But yeah, you guys are gonna love Dino's, bro. That is the best pizza in a 10-block range.
I'm hungry. Y'all should get a sponsorship.
Yo, Dino, sign me, bro. I need free pizza, man.
Real shit.
Listen, man, Dino's and another spot.
And they got the Sprite. Oh, love y'all.
There's if you want, there's red cups on the shelf in the kitchen, so you guys don't have to drink from the bottle. And there's also plates, so you guys don't have to be eating it from the box. Listen, man, I'm big. I'm hospitable. Y'all need something? Go. What? I mean, I just don't got enough tequila. I don't know what I did with.
Oh, you drank all the tequila?
My bottle of 1800 is like
1800 is superior to tequila. Let's just talk about it. Anybody else who tried to convince me that Casamigos was it? A liar.
Oh no, my boss gave me Casamigos for Christmas.
A liar.
I'll put that in slushy, whatever.
Drink it straight?
No, a slushy.
No, I know, but I'm saying drinking it straight. Thank you.
You ever take a McDonald's watermelon slushy and mix that shit with Casamigos? Yo, let's go drinking with you one day.
I'm saying.
It's gonna be like a hangover, like I got it. I ended up on the rooftop and don't know how the fuck I got there.
That's nuts. I respect it though, because I feel like you need to have one of those at least once. Yeah. I'm lying. I never had it yet though.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I always tell everyone, you're in your 20s, do everything you possibly fucking can.
Don't hype me, please. I will. This is my year of like. This is the year I'm supposed to be like caring less about what the right thing is. Like I'm someone who really can get really caught up in like, oh, doing what I'm supposed to do, doing like not asking for certain stuff because it may be wrong or not right. And it's like everybody else is getting what the fuck they want.
Oh, I had to learn that the hard way. Like I remember for a good few years because between the time I broke I was recovering from my arm It had to have been, I really started going back 2018, 2019-ish, right? I got to DTF, everything was straight. I was like, I'm gonna mix the photography like I am now.
Yeah.
COVID happened. I was like, okay, fuck. All right. I'm still working from home. I'm getting this check. My brother dies. My best friend died within 2 weeks. I said, fuck this shit. Nothing was going my way. I said something had to give. My co-host was a dickhead at the time. He wasn't helping. He claimed to help, but he gaslight the fuck out of me. And I just got to a point where maybe a year or so ago, I just said fuck it and I'm taking what's mine.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. That's what you really gotta like just be on.
Like you have to take what's yours because
for sure. If you don't, like, it's so like I feel like a lot of people, especially me being a woman in the industry, like I can get so caught up in not wanting to come off like as too much or being a bitch or whatever the case is. But it's like,
but you have to be a bitch. There's no room for you to be nice.
It really isn't.
It really isn't. I got
Loco has been helping me with that though, for sure.
Yo, you know how many times I call Loco like, yo, this bitch, I just got fucked, man. Like, fuck this shit. He's like, why are you taking this too hard? Like, cause it costs me money. When it costs me money, I take it to heart.
That's real. That's real.
Like,
I mean, like,
relax. The money will follow. The money's gonna follow.
And they're probably not. That's probably not wrong. Like at all.
Not wrong, but it's still.
Yeah.
I wonder if he knows that. Like he's like everyone's Yoda.
He knows. He knows.
Okay, as long as we're aware of this, because he's in the background. They like talk all these shit right now. What's the score? 10-10. Fuck.
I need to put money on this game. That's crazy.
Listen, I got $40 in the Super Bowl pool right now.
Do you? Who you got winning?
Honestly, I just put $20 in each box, and I don't care who won.
Real.
Listen, after the Jets got eliminated, because that's my boyfriend's team, my team never makes it to the playoffs. Haven't made it since they beat the Patriots the second time. So I'm not gonna hope for a good win for the Giants anytime soon.
I'm a Giants fan too. I'm gonna always hold out hope. Feel me?
We hold out hope, but it's like being a Mets fan because I'm a Mets fan too.
But like the Giants, like have good history. Like it's not like it's just like they've been ass forever.
No, but they have bad coaching, I think, right now.
Yeah.
And they need a better lineup. Like I'm probably gonna sound like because I haven't watched. I've been following wrestling mostly the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
My boyfriend got me watching football again, but I'm pretty sure Eli Manning is not even on the fucking Giants no more.
No, he's been retired.
Yeah, so I'm just like, that's how, like, their ace in the hole is not there no more.
True.
And they
just need a new one, you know.
Isn't no?
They got Saquon though.
Saquon and did Odell get traded yet, or he's still on the team? I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was doing that Super Bowl commercial where he was doing like ballet or something like that.
Right.
Oh, see, that's how far away from football I am, bro.
I'm dead.
See, that's how long it's been. Like, my boyfriend thinks I'm gonna get into it and like learn everything from the last 4 years. I'm like, I don't know. But I'll just put the money down and hope I win.
That's real.
I got a friend that will bet like $3,000 on fucking football and then come out with 10.
Nuts.
But we have 2 more of your songs right now.
Yeah.
Which one do you want me to play?
Play Rep. Why not?
All right, tell me about Rep.
Rep is a dope one because I initially made it with the intention of it being like this really hype song. So like for football games or like basketball games or like even like I don't know, think about it like if you had like a really hyped up commercial type shit. It was really just based on wanting to stand on and tell people what you rep, or just like just be very like I'm doing this and I'm achieving all that I'm achieving and I'm going hard because I rep my people, I rep where I'm from, and I rep everything that I stand for. So a lot of my lyrics in that song is very much tied into that, and a lot of how I feel about doing what it is that I feel like I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay, so introduce it for us.
It's your girl, LadiiBree. The song you're about to listen to in a dope video, by the way, it's called Rep.
Welcome to the Rawrdzone on LadiiBree Radio. Of course, our website, www.rawrdzone.com and 82.3 FM. Let's get it.
Yeah, back on my fully, I'm back in my bag. Bitches be talking, I know that they mad. I don't know why they try to do it like this when they can just barely go do it like that. I'm wasting my breath when I spit it's a fee. If you don't talk nice, you ain't speaking to me. I meant what I said and I said what I mean. Could be on my rush, but I came with the team. You don't want smoke, you don't want smoke. Huh. Now you don't want problems. This Houston, I'm harder. Can stay on the bench, you know I'm a starter. Perpetually starving, cause once I go get it, I gotta go harder. I do it for honor, I do it for telling the story I'm proud of. But this ain't a story, now this is ambition, yeah, this is the glory. Yeah, this is the pain, yeah, this for the days when the world would ignore me. This is the reason it didn't absorb me. This for them times when the shorties would bore me. This for them nights when I couldn't sleep and kept that shit moving. I felt like a zombie moving slow. Watch your mouth, watch your tone, who you checking? Footprints all on these hoes, I've been stepping. They be hating on the low, I don't respect it. Cause even when I'm not at home, you know I'm reppin'. Watch your mouth, watch your tone, who you checking? Footprints all on these hoes, I've been stepping. They be hating on the low, I don't respect it. And even when I'm not at home, you know I'm reppin'. No, I rep, 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 rep. What I'm gon' do? Rep, 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 rep. What she gon' do? Rep, 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 rep. What he gon' do? Rep, 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 rep. What we gon' do? I get my chance and I'm bugging. Never can stand all the running. Everyone swear that they want it. I know they don't know what it come with. They probably don't know what it take. I take it in stride, they running in place. I'm never gonna throw this a waste. I take what I'm dealt and make it an ace. Going for this. Check the stats, man, it's all legit. Put in work, never call it in till I hand my jersey like an ornament. The one they call when it's crunch time. Never played the back, this the front line. The pressure ain't for the faint of heart. I ain't tripping no, cause it pump mine. Check the bloodline. Watch your mouth, watch your tone, who you checking? Footprints all on these hoes, I've been stepping. They be hating on the low, I don't respect it. Cause even when I'm not at home, you know I'm reppin'. Watch your mouth, watch your tone, who you checking? Footprints all on these hoes, I've been stepping. They be hating on the low, I don't respect it. And even when I'm not at home, you know I'm reppin'. No, I rep, 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 rep. What I'm gon' do? Rep, 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 rep. What she gon' do? Rep, 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 rep. What he gon' do? Rep, 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 rep. What we gon' do?
Who shot that?
Like that, like this, like this. I'ma do it like that, like this, like this. Hey, look, moving through the city like a lattice. Genie body shorty telling me that I can have it. Knew I had to grab it. Told me on mine. She said I think it's getting big. I said I see no lie. Rubbing on it, get your 3 wishes, and she vicious. See it from the front, you don't even need lenses. Look, I was trying to party with the gang, couldn't get out my frame. Now we in the corner talking about some things like, what's your name? I like your style, and you too fine and I turn around. Light show whenever I'm in the town. Big stuff and know I get the big blues in the pouch. Like shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Know I like it raw, baby, give it to me straight. Saying shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. So what the deal is? And we don't give a motherfucker about your feelings. Hands up, gonna stick them to the ceiling. Ain't gotta run me shit, just need your ass to get busy when it bump like this. So what the deal is? And we don't give a motherfucker about your feelings. Hands up, gonna stick them to the ceiling. Ain't gotta run me shit, just need your ass to get busy when it's up like this. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Do it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. She can do it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. She like it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. She just live it like. All this money got me going back to basics, and I remember when them niggas needed LASIK. Caught her eye, now she try to slide, but I was pulling shorties even when I had the braces. She said I'm cocky, bitch, I might be. Gotta make it worth my time, I don't type free. Been waiting on me all night like a hype beast. Rolling the eyes, I'm like, you don't like me? Now it's like camera action. I want some of my soul, I make it up on the back end. Thinking I'ma fold, them thoughts don't get any traction. Always handle business, I'm with it like yo, what's happening? Tell them to bring the racks in. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Know I like it raw, baby, give it to me straight. Saying shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. So what the deal is? And we don't give a motherfucker about your feelings. Hands up, gonna stick them to the ceiling. Ain't gotta run me shit, just need your ass to get busy when it bump like this. So what the deal is? And we don't give a motherfucker about your feelings. Hands up, gonna stick them to the ceiling. Ain't gotta run me shit, just need your ass to get busy when it's up like this.
Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. You can do it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. You can do it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. You like it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. I'm just living life.
We was having fun.
Yo, she was all up on.
We was having fun. That's like this. Shout out to the homie director Gambino. He didn't shoot that one, but he shot Rep and he shot Live and Die. And we got some other joints coming out this year that he shot. It's mine.
Like, I know him as far as like, I'm talking about 2007. He went to Ryan High School. I went to LIT. He was trying to be a computer programmer, not a video director. So just like seeing him, and I saw how he came up. And
yeah, he's talented.
Like he's one of the few that doesn't get enough accolades for his work. Like he really brought it. He was one of those people that made it okay to be to start off in this industry. Like you know, growing up as a Queens kid, like you don't got a lot of stuff around here. You know, all we had was fucking. At the time, MySpace, Facebook, all that shit. He fucking finessed the fuck out of everything. You know, they should do like a biopic on him. I'm like you told me he's in Yonkers right now. What the fuck is in Yonkers?
It's fam.
I already got enough to say about Staten Island, but I got too many Staten Island people here right now. So I ain't dealing with that.
I mean, hey.
Listen, man. Listen, dog. My best friend. Vinny, he worked in Staten Island for 2 years at the 7-Eleven.
Oh, God. Which one?
I don't even want to know which one, because he told me it was full of all crack white people.
Which one? Which one? Don't cry. Okay, it could be South Shore.
All I know is he paid $150 to take a cab home to the same going on the ferry one day. I'm like, bro, you dead thing that much for what?
Okay, he dragged it. He dragged it. He dragged it.
He's like, I worked like, first of all, my best friend Vinny's the one that will exaggerate how many hours he worked. So it's like, I was working like 800 hours type shit. I started to go I love my best friend. Electricity. But mind you, it's not like if he lived in the store, it'll be like at least $70.
Yeah,
he lives in Harlem.
I mean, Harlem's right there. Like, if you like think about it, Astoria is right here. Harlem's like right there. I stop East Side. Just gotta go up a little bit more.
Still $100 per cab.
That's real. That's so real. But like, he didn't have to do all that. He did that to himself.
Yeah, no,
yeah, that's facts. Especially if it's traffic, because
like I had someone come from Jersey for $80, which isn't that bad. Because if you go from the Bronx to here to DTF, it's like $50. So, you know, but I still wouldn't take that cab.
That's so real. Now when PT is like $3 now.
That's another thing too. Fuck the MTA right now.
Real shit. Because why did y'all raise it like that? So
there is no reason for you to be that expensive.
Like, anywho.
But you know, we did talk a lot about music in general. You know, but you did perform at the Apollo with the kids.
Yes.
And then you got to perform internationally in Tokyo while you were studying abroad.
Yes.
What were those two experiences like?
So the Apollo was insane because I was like a sophomore in high school. So I was like 15 at the time. I was turning 16 in the next year. And it was insane because it started with the Apollo, it starts off in the same way that like any other show that you would have to audition to get on to. So like I also did the X Factor. I tried out for the X Factor. And that's like a long ass process.
Was that on YouTube? Did you see that too?
No.
Man.
I made it to the production round, didn't go further, but you know, whatever. But for the Apollo, what it was like before they do the actual amateur night at the Apollo, there is an audition day. So like my mom took me on I think it was like on a weekday, and it was the audition day, and you have to like wait outside. So like we're in Harlem waiting early AF in the morning, like before 8 a.m. on the line, just waiting to get into the building. And then once you get into the building, you get like this little number and stuff, and they call you and you come in and you like pretty much do your thing, right? And they say yes, no, blah 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 blah. I got the yes, blah blah blah. Then I got the call back to do the amateur night on whatever date it was. So then we came in, then we had to do, that whole thing, made sure that we get the music in, sound check. So the night of, it's a huge deal. My school like put it up and stuff like that, blah blah blah. I was nervous as hell because, mind you, I'm the youngest person on the bill
On the roster, yeah.
on the roster. Like it's like 6, 7 of us. And of course it's real. So it's like, that there's going to be people out there and there's going to be people booing. Like some people, like for the Apollo, this is New York. So some people quite literally get drunk and go to the Apollo just to boo. So you can imagine being 15, 16 years old, performing your own original song, going up there on the same stage as like people like James Brown, same people like Lauryn Hill, all these different people, Michael Jackson, all these different people. You get to rub the stump and you're out there performing. And you're hearing like people cheer, but also boo. And I'm like, I just didn't want to get pulled off by Sandman. That's all I wanted. And I didn't. So it was like, okay, I got a little something. What was really dope was that when I performed, I didn't perform with the band. I performed to like my backtrack music. But by the time I got off stage, the fucking band was playing the beat. So it was a really, really dope experience. I came in like 3rd, 4th place. You know what I mean? But as a 15-year-old, being able to have that experience, I actually wrote about it for my college essay, because one of my biggest things was like, there's those moments when you realize you're on such a big stage. Like when you're backstage, you see all the autographs and the signatures of all the different people that have been on stage. Yeah. So it's kind of surreal seeing like the autographs of like Lauryn Hill or this person, that person. Lauryn Hill was my favorite, so I of course am always gonna, shout her out in that. But like seeing those names up there and you're like, I'm about to be on the same stage as these people, sometimes it can be a little bit surreal. You're just like, am I ready for this? Or like, am I good enough for this? And it's like in those moments of just in recognizing and having that, feeling, I just recognize that like, if I wasn't ready for this, I wouldn't have it. And even if I'm not ready, then I'm gonna get ready. You know what I mean? Sometimes you really just gotta operate in life in that way. Like sometimes you're gonna be presented with opportunities that either you're ready or not ready for. It's all about how you handle it. Either you're gonna make yourself ready or you're gonna fold. And that was one of those things that really inspired me to like never fold in that regard. So getting to Tokyo when I was out there, that was an awesome experience because I was out there, of course, studying abroad. So I was there, continuing to learn the language because I was learning it while I was at school, and I continued to take classes out there as well as other. I'm rusty, man. It's been years. Nobody speaks Japanese in America.
I mean, as in Japanese people?
I mean, where they be? Anywho. But my point being is just like being out there is really, really dope because Tokyo is a mega city. So like think about New York, but like times 5.
Oh yeah, nice.
You feel what I'm saying? It's really, really dope. And there's like because Tokyo is such a international city, it's not like you're only meeting Japanese people. Like I had the opportunity to meet a lot of different people. I met like people who were from LA, people from the UK and London, people who were like from Algeria, like all these different people doing a lot of dope stuff in Tokyo. And a lot of them are creatives because of course, Tokyo is one of those epicenters where it's like you go there to be a model, you go there to be a designer, you go there to do art, you go there to do all this creative stuff.
It is the epitome of anime, bro.
For sure. And so it's like I'm chilling, going to these different parties, just trying to like build community, find people, meet people, and show them what I do. And I end up getting in with this really, really dope girl named Kalin, who would throw these parties called the Tokyo Love Hotel parties. And it would be held in like this penthouse of this place called Sankey's Penthouse.
That sounds like,
and like every month it would be like this dope, they would have a dope event of like a live performance or live art, and people are upstairs doing tattoos, doing haircuts, and people come in and just like party and vibe. And you got DJs coming to like sets on and off. Like there were DJs I would listen to, or DJs who were producers that I listened to on Spotify that have just come casually do a set. And I ended up, they ended up really liking what I do as an artist, stuff like that. And so I got, on their show and like became part of their friend group. And like the night that I did my show, bro, it went so crazy. Like it was really, really dope to like see my music be and even back then, this was like 2019. So I'm not even making the music I'm making now. So thinking about my music back then, getting the type of response that it got, where like people are up in the fucking penthouse jumping up and down with me with singing to my song was nuts. But I appreciated it because Tokyo is one of those places that I felt lacked what places like New York and LA has. And what I mean by that is Tokyo didn't feel to me a place that like was very gate kept. Like, of course, you have certain groups of people that are just like, who are you? But it's like, it's a lot less than what you would experience in somewhere like New York, where it's like, oh, New York can be a very, what can you do for me type of place.
Yeah.
That's just how we operate. LA too. But like New York is really heavy on like, I'm not going to rock with you unless it feels like there's something in it for me or there's something to benefit me. Or if, you have a certain level of clout that makes this feel like it's worth my while to be seen with you. Like Tokyo, it wasn't like that. For example, I was there and I ended up getting a free music video done by a guy who shoots commercials for like Burberry and Gucci off the strength of the fact that he loved my performance for free. Like we met, and it's just like there's a lot of people like that out in Tokyo that are just creatives because they love to create. And of course, you can get caught up in like what's lit and what's important to you in your field. But it's like I feel like the detachment from the Western culture in terms of everything having to be about money allowed me to see what life could be like. So do I plan on getting a dual citizenship in Japan at some point? Yes. But I have to rob the US for everything it's got first.
I'm coming with you to Japan next time you go. I'm just saying.
Have to. I recommend it for everyone. Like everybody's like, oh, I wouldn't go to Europe. Man, fuck Europe.
I'll do it. Listen, I'm European, right? I'm Greek. I did it.
Like Europe is cool, but like there's more.
Listen, I did the Greece trip twice, right? No, 3 times. 2 as a child, 1 as a teenager. And no lie, doing shit as a teenager in Greece is fucking hilarious because you could be like 15 and drink, and no one can say that shit to you. But as much as I've already seen my culture and I've seen the surrounding areas around it, Tokyo and Japanese culture
it's
brought
so
us some of
bro,
it brought us Sailor. Let's really talk about it. It brought us Sailor Moon. It brought us You Have to Show. It brought us Naruto.
It brought us a lot of the things that we don't even understand technologically. You feel what I'm saying? Like the way that they think about tech and the way that we've decided to build upon it. A lot of the shit that we have now
we stole from them.
We stole from them, like cassette players, like CD players. They did that shit first, bro.
Like, and all my friends, like Asian women, like my brother married a Filipino woman. Like, shout out to the Asian women, always like putting it down for everyone. Like, listen, Asian women are fine. Like, come on, let's really talk about it. Like,
Shout out to Aiko.
It's so in New York, you got the flat. Unless they're like a OnlyFans model, like I've never seen an Asian fully figured. But then you go to you see like the videos from Tokyo, and they're all they're what they should be here.
You gotta go to Harajuku.
What she said.
That's like the fashion district in Tokyo for sure. You can see everybody in their nice drip and clothes and all that for sure.
So you went through all this.
Yeah.
You did the college thing, which I totally commend you because I did the same thing. Plus, I did my master's, and that's when I graduated during the pandemic. It sucks to graduate during the pandemic.
Bro, my graduation got cut. Like, first of all, I didn't have graduation until 2022. I graduated in 2020.
Did you go though?
Yeah, I went.
Oh, I didn't. I graduated 2020. By the time we were able to really get a graduation, 2023.
Damn.
So why am I going?
No, yeah, I went in 2022. I mean, because, like, bro, I earned it. The amount of nights I spent dying until 4 a.m. in the library, there was no way I wasn't going to fucking...
Yeah, but I didn't want to share my day with, like, 4 other years.
Oh, no. We had our own, our own weekend.
Yeah, no, they didn't give us our own weekend.
That's
they did one
tough.
Weekend, like, separate time slots for everyone. Every year.
Nah, that's crazy. No, they really made it like a whole 2020 weekend for us.
They didn't do that shit for me. They said, fuck my shit. They said, fuck the class.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't win either. Honestly.
Plus, it's New Hampshire. Like, Yes, I said New Hampshire over there, and that's like 4.5 hours away, and I'm gonna pay $400 for a ticket plus the hotel just to go share my day with like 3 other
that's
classmates.
nuts.
Fuck out of here.
That's nuts. To be fair, my family and I, we drove all the way to Indiana. We hadn't done that since they brought me to Indiana as a freshman.
Yeah, no one was taking that trip with me after the pandemic.
Yeah,
so I was
true.
just like, fuck it. Like the only person that was gonna go with me, we weren't even talking at the time. But you started working with MLM.
Yeah.
So what have you learned? Having your business knowledge and also learning from my businesses.
Yeah, I think what's really I'm so happy you asked this because a lot of what I've learned from Loco and a lot of what I'm applying for my business experience and knowledge now is being very intentional, right? Sometimes there is going to be there is time needed for research and development. Like if you understand anything about business and you understand anything about developing anything, whether it's an app, whether it's a business, whether it's a music, like do you need time for research and development? So like the past 2 years, like up until 2023, I would say from 2021 to 2023 was my years of research and development. One, figuring out what sound works for me, what I like to make, how far I can take it, and then also figuring out who I want to be my producers, figuring out people I can count on as being my producers, finding people I can count on to be my engineers, finding people that I can count on to be videographers. So shout out to Gambino, shout out to Marvin, you know what I mean? Like finding all those people, finding all the people, finding out people who can run my ads for advertising, and then working with Loco to figure out what budget looks like, what budgets are appropriate for certain things. Like it really takes time to figure out what the pieces are that you need, and then figuring out how to get the right ones. So right now I feel like being intentional and figuring that out, and then also understanding that like it's about execution. You can want to do a ton of stuff, you can want to achieve and accomplish a lot of different stuff, but if you're not holding yourself accountable to saying this is when I want to have this done, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, you can say you want to do a whole bunch of stuff, but if you're not actively taking the steps to achieve those things and holding yourself accountable to meet those deadlines, to meet those dates, and get it done the way it needs to get done, even when nobody's looking over your shoulder, you're not going to get anything done to the way you want to, and you have no one else to blame but yourself. So like this year, a lot of it is a lot of, execution, accountability, and truly just showing up. Like that's one thing I learned from Loco and the team as well. Like showing up matters, not only for yourself, not only for, the things that you think may be important or the things that you think may yield you opportunity or yield you money. Sometimes just showing up to the thing that may have no benefit to you whatsoever. Sometimes it's simply showing up because your label mate has a show and you need to be there to support. Sometimes if you need to build community, you need to show up and build community. If you see somebody that you think is really, really dope and they have something going on, you may be tired as hell. And unless it's something that's really going to throw you out of your freaking way and, hurt you, like do your best to show up and build community with those people, because you need those people. It can be very, very easy, at least for me, to try and be a lone wolf in this shit, but it doesn't work out the way you want it to, because things can get lonely and stressful.
You're the favorite in the group, aren't you?
Little bit. I'm the favorite, right? Please.
Don't do that, Dad.
Who else is gonna call you at 2 a.m. to talk about actually doing the music stuff? Okay. Working.
I mean, I can tell when you end up texting me at 2 a.m. about work stuff too. So
that's what we do. We love this shit.
I'll text him or call him about something, right? Yeah. And it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I get a call at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay.
Hey, but one thing I will say is that, like, at least, especially this year, we gonna get it done. Like, that's really, like, we gonna get it done. Like,
I've seen a lot of teams, come and go, but I haven't seen one that's bonded like you guys are. Extremely punctual like you guys are, because that was what surprised me the most today when he said we've been
also
here.
New Year's resolution. I was here on time.
Like I wasn't used to that, and like when Meg started helping me with the setup, like y'all know what the fuck y'all doing? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do this. Like he taught us that it's important for us to know how to do this.
Like you guys will go very far as long as you stay as a cohesive team that you guys are. Like I see, like this is probably like, even though one is younger than you, the 2 big brothers and dad. You know, what is something you want to impart on just females who feel like they've had the odds stacked against them?
That what's meant for you genuinely cannot be taken from you. Like that's really, really something I stand on. Like it can suck truly being a female that isn't particularly doing what I do, or I don't particularly dress or act in such a way that, you know, is for the male gaze, and understanding that the entertainment industry and that hip hop in general is very much a male dominated arena, whether it be from the artists to the DJs to the execs, whatever the case is. Um I know and I've experienced being overlooked because I'm not particularly trying to be eye candy for the people who are in power. That has never really particularly discouraged me from continuing to be who I am and standing on what it is that I want to believe, standing on what it is that I believe in, and, you know, truly going about this the way that is me. Like that's one thing I appreciate about Loco, is that he understands who I am, and he is one of my biggest supporters, and not wanting me to compromise that for any level of success or attention that it could possibly get me. So I just want to like let anybody know, females, any artists who feel like people are not paying attention, or it feels like it's taking forever for them to get their just due, that like what's meant for you is is meant for you. Like nobody can get in the way of that. And I truly stand on that, because operating from an abundance mindset, if you operate in that space, then you also understand how important it is to have good people around you and to support those good people. Just because somebody may get an opportunity doesn't mean that you can't. Because somebody else has a certain level of notoriety doesn't mean that it negatively means anything about you. Like, your journey is yours. And sometimes you have to have the knowing. Like, one thing that I love about myself and my journey is that I just know, I'm convinced. And that being convinced is what keeps me going, because it's just like, this shit bound to happen. It's a matter of when. I just gotta go hard, and I can't make excuses, and I gotta be accountable. And it's like, you know, that's really just it. If you not, I said this in another interview, but it's like, if you don't feel like you're born for this, you're gonna give up. If you don't feel like this is what is meant for you, and you don't feel like, you know, if you're not willing to ride it out until there's no fucking wheels left, you're gonna give up. You're gonna quit, because it's gonna be a lot of rejection. Is going to be a lot of feeling like nothing's working. It's going to be a lot of feeling like, when is it going to happen? And sometimes you just got to be like, it's going to happen. I just got to stick with it.
This was wow. I didn't know how to end that, to tell you the truth. You know, I am happy that I got to sit here and talk to you. Like, I'm learning so much from each and every one of you. And
family,
that you are a young person who technically started their career before they were even legal.
Yeah.
To see such ambition, you like, I can't wait to see you not only go to Tokyo.
Oh, I'm
go
be
to
back.
like
I can't wait.
Barcelona and go.
Yeah, for sure.
Italy. I mean, if you want to go to Italy, go.
Nah, I'm gonna get that pizza. Pasta. I need that.
You know, we'll go to Santorini and get you some Greek girls. Like, I got.
Hell yeah! Listen, I might have to do that. Yeah.
Listen, man, the liquor. I don't know. It's good. It's good. So our Greek moonshine hits a lot harder than absinthe does in the States.
Whoa, you're trying to kill me.
Listen, man.
Whoa, she said it's stronger than absinthe.
It is. Listen,
That sounds like death to me.
My best friend's dad makes that shit. My uncle makes that shit. I took a couple of shot ones with my uncle when he came from Greece. I was like, I'm going upstairs. I'm going home. I can't do this more. Like, I'm about to make a mistake right now with my family.
Wow.
I'm gonna curse you all out. I'm
know your limits, ladies and gentlemen. Know your limits.
But thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you
today.
for having me. Let me give you hugs, please.
I like hugs. Yes.
Hugs. Great energy. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
LadiiBree, MLM Entertainment. We in the building. Rawrrzone.
Yeah. Where can they find you?
You can find me on all platforms at The Real LadiiBree. TheReal and it's the LadiBree. Even if you just go on Google and type in LadiiBree, LadiBree, it's my name.
I did Google you and I found your website.
See, I have a website. So go find that and you'll find everything you need to know.
Oh man, it was another dope episode of Welcome to the Rawrdzone. Please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch. Follow us everywhere, www.rawrzonenyc.com. Catch us in collaboration with Ramblemania, What's SmackDown on SmackDown. You know what the deal is. You'll catch a new episode either Monday or Tuesday, whenever Tevin feels like editing it. Of course, you could catch us our website, of course, Elgin Sound Radio, Tuesdays 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesdays on Pulso 82.3 FM in Ohio. All of the MLM artists music will be on both Elgin Sound Radio and played on Pulso 82.3 FM. So make sure you tune out for both of those stations. We are powered by Just Blaze Organic Hemp and Bold and Luscious Cosmetics. You know what to do. Follow them. Get some products. You know, if you want to submit your music for our Rawrdzone picks and be part of the voting for the end of the year, email us your links, your MP3s, whatever you got to mnroarbookings@gmail.com. Subscribe to our playlist. Like, don't be a dub. Like, I'm sorry. Like you want the support, but in order for support to happen and the community to actually cultivate, you gotta get off your ass.
For sure. Show up.
Yeah, show up or show out. Like, I don't know what you want to do, my guy. So for myself, LadiiBree, we bid y'all adieu. You're gonna catch another episode after this with another member of MLM Entertainment. It's an MLM Takeover all February.
I like that MLM Takeover heavy.
All February long. So again, follow LadiiBree, follow myself. It's been a 2 sweep. Good fight, a good night. Be out of here.